Hi everybody, my name is Carla, for those of you who don't know me, and I have lost 170 pounds over the last year and 1 month. I am coming to you today with a little video about snacking, and the reason that I decided to do this video was because I had a message from a really lovely follower who asked me, what do I do when I want something sweet but I've been good the whole day and I don't want to fail? And I thought that language is why I wanted to make this video. I don't believe that, I think that there's a lot of pressure on us to be perfect. And if we're not being perfect at weight loss, we're not going to achieve our goals. And what I think is really important is finding a way to eat that suits you, that's attainable, that's not going to make you want to eat more or to binge or to feel guilt about the food that you're eating. I have been dieting now for a year and a month. And it is a diet because I am reducing the calories that I take in. But I have probably felt guilty about what I've eaten probably just a handful of times, and that's just with my own mental health issues. But realistically, I actually haven't felt guilty with any of the foods that I have eaten, and I have had continuous and sustainable weight loss. And the reason that that's happened is because I have planned, I have done my research into what types of foods that are available for me, and I've really realized that this perfect notion of weight loss doesn't exist. This person thought that I ate zero sugar, and while there are people out there who have lost extreme amounts of weight with zero sugar, I didn't need to, and I didn't choose to follow a zero sugar plan. I am a vegan, so I do not eat any animal-based products, but I don't cut out any other food groups besides those that come from animals, which is not a food group. I eat protein, I eat carbohydrates, and I eat fat as well. The most important thing for me is that everything that I eat is within a calorie deficit. So making sure that I'm not eating over my calorie deficit. That's what's important, and that's how you lose weight. We have so much pressure on ourselves and from external sources constantly that there's no need to apply extra pressure in weight loss. This is a huge journey for a lot of us, whether you've got 10 pounds to lose or whether you've got 200 pounds to lose. It's a lot. It takes a lot of work. So striving for perfection and restricting yourself of things that you really want, it's not gonna help. It's just gonna make life more difficult. Now, I'm not saying that if you really want to go eat McDonald's every day that you should do that. But, if you want something sweet, finding ways to insert those foods into your plan is probably one of the best ways. And it's something that I've really learned. I like to make life easier on myself. I even talked about it in my stories the other day. I've started to eat canned soup a couple of times a week just to reduce the amount of times that I'm spent in the kitchen so I can focus on other things as well. Life is difficult. We're all busy. We all have commitments. Let's not put that added pressure on ourselves of perfection. So what I wanted to talk about was 2 different ways that I have been able, or easy things that we're able to introduce that allowed me to eat some sweet things and not feel guilty about it. The first of that is planning. And I eat within a calorie deficit every single day, but I allowed myself about 100 to 200 calories towards the end of that limit every day, so that if I felt like having something sweet, I could have it, and then I'd find something that would sit within those calories. That's something that's been really, really helpful for me, allowing myself that little bit of wiggle room. So, if I'm coming towards my calorie limit and I've got 200 calories left and I'm going, I would really like something chocolatey now, really, then I'm going to have it. So giving myself that wiggle room of a couple of 100 calories, 100 or 200 calories, just so I can have something that suits and that satisfies that need. It makes sure that I'm not going to be binging. It makes sure that I'm not going to be like overly restricting that could lead to a binge, because I had binge eating disorder. And that's really, really helped me. So my first tip is giving yourself that little bit of wiggle room within your calorie limit so that you can add something in if you need. So that means maybe reducing your 1 or 2 meals by 50 beforehand so that you've got 100, 200 calories left over. That's something really simple that you can do. The second thing is about being mindful. A lot of the time, like, I like to only eat when I'm hungry. And most likely I'm not hungry for chocolate, let's face it. It's probably either I'm bored, I just fancy a bit of something, or it's habitual. So for me, typically we'd be sitting on the couch after dinner watching something, and Vincent might ask me, do you want something? And I'd automatically just say yes. But now what I try to do is I try to ground myself and go, okay, do I really want something, or can I deal without it? I still have 100 calories left, but maybe I just don't need to eat that 100 calories. So what I would do is I would say, no, thank you, but I might have something in a bit. Typically I wait 20 minutes or try to wait 20 minutes. And if I still want it after the 20 minutes, then I'm going to have it. That's fine. It's not a problem. It's within my calorie limit. I'm totally okay to do that. But if I change what I'm doing, or if I see that I'm actually just like a little bit emotionally upset, or like it's that time of the month or something, and I can kind of do without it, then I'll do without it. And that's really helped me. So it's like a difference between whether I really want something, or I'm just like, yeah, go on, I'll have a bit. You know, it's something that's really simple. So there are my 2 kind of tips for snacking on sweet things and like sweet foods. But I just wanted to show you as well, I have 4 items here that are typical things that I will have in my house that I have available if I want to. I should also say, as part of the first tip, like planning, like having that 100 extra calories, it's also really good to have something that is within that calorie limit in your house. You know, it depends how you feel about it. There's a school of thought of whether you should not have anything at all in your house. That's fine. Sometimes I've done that along my journey and I've just done without. And sometimes it might stop you if somebody's going to the shop, you'd be like, oh yeah, you just grab me back that bar of chocolate anyway. You know, it can help to plan to have things that are within that calorie, that like 100 whatever calorie limit. It depends on you. I'm just giving numbers here. It can help to have those in stock. So these are some of the things that I typically have in stock. I've talked a lot about these. These are the Alpro. These are the silky smooth chocolate desserts, and they're basically like a pudding pot. It's 104 calories for one of those. And this is really satisfies a sweet tooth. They're really tasty. They're vegan, obviously, and I just really like them. They're lovely. Next are the Naked bars. I'm really a big fan of this company and these bars. I used to have them a lot, like previously, pre-being vegan, and I didn't appreciate them as much as I do now. It's really funny, I think, how your taste buds change. But these are the Berry Bliss ones, and their new recipes seem to be lowering, I'm going to say cheaper in calories, but it's kind of the same principle, lower in calories. These are 99 calories per bar, and they normally only have 4 ingredients. Yeah, so fruit, oats, nuts, raw fruit, oat and nut bars. My favorite flavors of these are the apple Danish and the lemon drizzle and the salted caramel. So they're all different calorie amounts. So the lemon drizzle is about 149, I think, and the salted caramel is 124, and this one's on the apple Danish are 99, give or take. The salted caramels are amazing. I highly recommend them. For something chocolatey, I like these Joe's Absolute raw caramel coated in dark chocolate. Obviously it's not caramel, it's vegan, and they are delicious. They're basically like a Powerball kind of thing, but I like the chocolate on them. It's really good, and I keep them in the fridge so it kind of has that crack. They're really, really tasty. And then for my pure chocolate hit, I had Buja Buja. These will forever have my heart. These are the most amazing truffles. These are the hazelnut crunch ones, which I think are probably a firm second to my favorite of all time, which is the sea salt almond. Oh, they're so good. They're give or take about 70 calories per chocolate. They're small, but they just give you that hit of chocolate if you want it, you know, if you really, really want it. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Basically, I just want to talk. There's no need to put that added pressure of yourself of being perfect if you don't want to be on your journey. This is your journey. Design it for yourself. I am not perfect. I did not eat 0 sugar the whole way through my journey. I still lost 170 pounds. So you can do it. Find things that are within a good calorie budget for you, that works for you, that you can have in stock. And make sure you're not just choosing something because you're bored or you're emotional or it's habitual. Just make sure you're present every time that you are making a decision based on food. That's something that's really helped me, and hopefully it helps you. And thanks very much, guys. Please let me know if you'd like me to make any other type of video. I really like making these. So let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to give me